I'm going to show you how to add a leaderboard to your game. But before I do, I need to show you something very important, and that is that your players don't exist until you play your game, and the leaderboard is attached to your players. Therefore, in order to add a leaderboard, you have to add it using script. But before we do that, I'm going to show you how it looks when you're actually playing the game. All right, so right now, anything I do when I click stop will be deleted. So this is just for showing you how it works. So now that I'm playing the game, I do have a player. Here is my username right here. And if I click the drop down, you'll see I don't have a leaderboard. So to add a leaderboard, all I need to do is add a folder and rename that folder to Leaderstats. It must be called Leaderstats because Roblox has some secret code written on their servers that identifies a Leaderstats folder as being a leaderboard. Then to add values to that Leaderstats folder, we'll come in here and we'll create an int value. There, do you see? That int value has properties over here. It has a name, and I can change that to something like gold, and they have a value, and I can change that to something like 20 pieces of gold. But you won't see it update yet because it's not really working correctly. See, Roblox doesn't want you to add a leaderboard while you're playing. It wants you to add it with code. So that's what we're going to do next. Now, Roblox has done a really good job of documenting on how to add a leaderboard to your game. So I'll be following along with their Learn tutorial. You can easily find the tutorial Roblox leaderboard just by Googling Roblox leaderboard, and you'll see it right here in Experience Leaderboards. I'll scroll down here to where it says set up the leaderboard. First, we'll create a script within server script service and name it leaderboard. So here's Roblox Studio. Here's server script service. I'll click the plus sign. I'll add a script, and then I'll name the script leaderboard. Let's go to the next part. It says in the script, connect a function to the player added event. So this is the player added event, and it happens anytime a player is added to the game. I'm going to copy this code by clicking the copy button. I'll go back into this leaderboard script, and then I'll paste it. Then the next part says inside the connected function, create a new folder instance. Name it Leaderstats. So let's see what they did right here. So they wrote this code right here. They created a new variable called Leaderstats, and that's going to create a folder, and they're going to name that folder Leaderstats. And then they're going to parent it to the player that was added. So let's just copy the code that we don't have, and let's add it to ours. So this is where we need to paste it. There we go. And let's read the warning right here. You have to make sure to name it Leaderstats with lowercase letters. Otherwise, Roblox doesn't see it as a leaderboard. Now, all this code so far will do is add a folder called Leaderstats to the player. If you want to test it, you can do that by clicking play, then looking inside of the player's service. There's my username. Click down and you'll see there is a folder called Leaderstats, but it doesn't have any values, so we'll need to add those next. All right, so adding stats is the next part of the tutorial. In this case, we're going to be adding gold, and the gold stats will have a value of 0. So we just need to copy and paste this part because we already have all the other code. So I'm going to copy that, going to go into my game, and I'm going to skip a few lines, and I'm going to paste this, and I'll separate it so you can see it just like it was in the game. When I click play, I should see gold right there. There we go. I'll show you that code one more time so you can see it. So we've finished adding stats. That means we've added the leaderboard and we've added the gold value, and it's an int value. That means it's a whole number like 1, 2, or 3. And I'm going to scroll down. It talks a little bit about those int values. We don't need to add anything there, but we do need to look at this update stats. So this code right here doesn't actually attach to the leaderboard. It attaches to your piece of gold. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to create a piece of gold, and then we're going to add this script to that piece of gold. Then anytime you touch the gold, it's going to increase the value of gold on the leaderboard. So what I'll need to do is copy this code right here. So I'll go to Roblox Studio. I'll need to add a part. There's a part right there. I'm going to change the color to gold since it's going to be a gold block. I'm going to change the name to gold. Then I'm going to add a script to that gold. So script. And then I'm going to paste the code that I had for this gold chunk. Just going to paste it right in there. And if you look at the event down here, anytime the gold is touched, it's going to connect on part touched. And what on part touched is going to do is it's going to destroy that piece of gold. It's going to add 10 to your gold amount. So let's play this game and see if it works. There's the gold. Touch the gold, and yes, it increased by 10. Let me show you that code one more time. There is the code, and remember, this is the code that is on the piece of gold. So just a real quick review. Inside the server script service, we have the leaderboard script, and then in the game, in the workspace, I added a piece of gold, and it has a script that says every time that gold is touched, it's destroyed, and it increases the value on the leaderboard.